We are recording. Hang on, baby. Okay, just give me a minute. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I am super excited because tonight is going to be all about tips, tricks, and all the goodies from the top enrollers so far from last month and this month. So I'm really excited to hear from everybody because I love Zooms where I actually get to listen instead of talk. And I'm sure that I can learn something from y'all too. So I appreciate you guys, and I'm just so excited. If you are a newbie, I see quite a few new faces. Welcome. Some people that you're going to be hearing from tonight are just as new as some of you guys. So, there are people who are going to be talking tonight who have been in a week, 2 weeks, couple months, all the things. Kiana's been with me for a while. So I'm excited. So Kylie, why don't you go ahead and unmute yourself and tell us all your goodies.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many I have, but yeah. So first off, it's my biggest thing was not to second guess myself because I waited a while to even pretty much get started because I was just so nervous. And I'm not really the type of person that like even talks on social media at all. So it's very different. But once I just like did it, it wasn't so bad. Like there wasn't people just like, saying like, what the heck are you doing? Like I've had more questions because I actually, post. But once I started doing that, it's much easier. But like just like posting and actually like using the resources I have, like the and Facebook groups and YouTube videos from Lex. All of hers have been great. And like actually asking questions and not thinking that I just have to do it all because she's a great resource that I use all the time, and she's awesome. But yeah, I try to just have stories running all the time, post every day. It has helped me come out, be a little bit more confident than I was before because I wasn't that tough person at all. But I just try to follow people every day. I try to follow like around 15 a day. Like it varies every day, but and send messages. I try not to just like bombard people as soon as they like accept me if they're private or as soon as I'm follow them. I try to just let them see my stuff first and get interested maybe. And then if they like react to something or like vote on something I have posted, then like I say, I see that you did this, like would you like to see what we have or whatever, however message I do. It's pretty much different with everybody. But and whenever I do start following somebody, I do it like said, like I try to like a few of their pictures and maybe comment or something just so they see me. And they're kind of like, who is this type of thing? Let's see. Yeah, I pretty much try to just watch videos and be involved in what resources there are, and also like be reading what's in the groups, like the Facebook groups I'm a part of now. And because there's so many things on there that you don't just have to like know right off the bat. Like I use what's on there and literally just change it a bit or like add something to like a picture and just post that. It makes it so much easier because I'm like new, so I don't know everything like Lex does, obviously. But and also just the fact of me, once I was able to start trying the products more, you actually fall in love with them yourself, and that way like you can actually tell them from your personal experience. And like obviously the coffee is my favorite, and it tastes really good and actually gives me energy throughout the day, and that's what I can tell people because that's what I know. Like I have tried it, and then I'm doing the slimming gummies, so now I have a personal experience with that, and just that helps a lot just because it's from me. I'm not just getting it from other people, and there's obviously a lot of other things that I want to try also, but obviously you can't do it all right away. But that I think is the best. If you try it, then you can do it from more of a personal experience, and it helps a lot, I think, because that's what I have the most questions with when I try and I'm telling people about it, and then they just see what I'm posting all the time. But that's pretty much it for me.
Yeah, I love it. Oh my gosh, thank you for sharing. One of the things that, or a couple things that I wanted to point out that she said, you need to be patient. I'm not going to tell you again. This is the fifth time. Lay down. Sorry, mom life. She's like, yeah, it's 9 o'clock. You need to go to sleep. I love you. Close your eyes. Um, one of the things that you said that I love, well, one of the things that I noticed, let's start there, is you obviously are a top enroller, but you follow instructions. And like, I just want everybody to take note of like, she is utilizing the resources that we have. She's being proactive, going to the team page and seeing what she can find herself. She is watching the YouTube videos. She's hopping on the Zooms, right? So success leaves clues. And tonight you're going to hear a lot of little goodies from everybody. But just take notice of those kind of things. Like, what are they doing? How, this is all about, their success in this, right? And all of you have the same ability. So start taking mental note or actual notes of like the things that you hear tonight. The other thing that I love that you said is you don't message people right away. And that is actually one of the biggest mistakes that I see people make is they friend someone and then they immediately message them a product tester script or whatever. And it just looks kind of tacky. Oakland, I'm speaking. Okay, I love you. Lay down. We'll cuddle in a little bit, okay? Okay? Okay, I love you. And not only that, but you also let people watch your posts and your stories. And when we talk about, the fact that this business is a full circle business, what we mean by that is you can't just do one of the things and expect amazing results, right? Like you need to post and you also need to message and you also need to follow up and you also need to grow your network, right? It's not like, oh, I threw a post up today, like I did my job. You know what I'm saying? And yes, that's great. But at the same time, just a post is not going to have someone join you, right? You need to be talking on your story about what you're using and all of that kind of stuff. So I love what you said. Thank you. Thank you. Kiana, I know your phone's about to die. So why don't you hop on to.
Okay, tell me what I'm talking about again. I'm sorry, I'm the worst.
No, you're fine. So you were obviously one of the top enrollers. So just give some tips and tricks. We have a lot of newbies on here tonight. So maybe just like, what are things that you wish you would have known when you first started? How are you on fire? How are you growing leadership wise? All that kind of stuff.
Okay, so the number one thing I'm going to say is HAPS. Like, man, if I would have taken HAPS seriously in the beginning, things would be a whole lot differently, or a whole lot different. But I've been taking HAPS seriously lately and making sure to get at least 5 up a day. The goal is 10, but I shoot for 5, especially just because I'm pregnant and a little bit lazy these days. But so I shoot for 5, and I've been really consistent about it. And that's ultimately what it comes down to, is because so perhaps for me, it was one of those things that I would give, I would get a couple up here, I'd get a couple up there, and then I'd be like, shit, this isn't working for me. Like, I'm just going to stop doing it. This sucks. Right. But the thing I've noticed is that getting 5 up every single day for the past, I think it's been like a week and a half now, has completely changed my business. And I've gotten so many new people added to my network, whether these people are placing orders that day or whether these people are even responding to my reach out message or whatever, they're accepting my friend request and I'm growing my network. So HAPs are good for potentials. HAPs are good for growing your network. HAPs are just freaking gold, y'all. And I mostly do HAPs on Facebook, and it's funny. So I'm actually going to kind of say the opposite of what Lex just said, as far as not messaging people right away. And that's where you guys are going to see that this business looks a little bit differently for everybody. So we all do, the same things. We have like the core 6 or the core 4, or whatever the heck you're doing. But those tasks or how you work your business might look a little different, might be a little different. And that's honestly something that I highly encourage, is making your business different, and standing out from others. So, I'm going to say the exact opposite of what she said. And when I add people on Facebook and they accept my friend request, I send them a I send them a giveaway message right away. So I say something like, hi, like, thanks for accepting my friend request. I'm so excited to connect with you, blah, blah, blah. I try not to sound like the typical, hey girl. But I also tend to voice message a lot. Voice messaging is huge. I'm not one to talk on the phone. So like, I'm that person that lets the phone ring and then texts you and says, hey, what's up? So talking on the phone is just not my jam, but I voice message like there's no tomorrow, and it's super personable. People can hear your excitement. They can hear your confidence. So I voice messages and I say, thanks for accepting my friend request, blah, 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 blah. I'm doing this giveaway and I would love to get you entered, just to get connected with you a little bit more, blah, 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 blah. Or like just something super simple like that. And a lot of the time people respond like, hey, it's like, I'm glad that you're not a robot. And like, let's like, I would love to get an entry. So, and I only do that on Facebook. I mostly work HAPS on Facebook. I haven't necessarily had the best of luck on Instagram as far as HAPS. I get them up, but I find that my success as far as actually adding new people and having those conversations, I get a lot on Facebook. So HAPS on Facebook is huge. That's my number one tip, because that has just changed the game for me in the last week and a half. And then also just being loud and being excited about what the heck you're doing. And if you're new in the business and you haven't made any money yet, I feel like a lot of the time we can be like, oh shoot, how do we post? How do we talk about the business? How do we talk, or how do we share our story if we haven't made any money, or we feel like we don't have a story because we don't have the house or the car or all these fancy things, right? Those are results. Okay. So just cast the vision, talk about where you're going. So if a goal is to buy a new car, or the goal is to pay off debt, or the goal is to do this and that, talk about what this business is going to do for you in the future. Cast the vision for those people that are skeptical, that are on the fence. Cast a vision for them. What are you going after? Or what, bonus are you going after? What rank are you going after? How many orders are you away? So, in the past couple of days yesterday I posted on my Facebook and I was like, oh, I'm 12 orders away from a life-changing bonus or life-changing promotion. And then I signed a customer. So then today I hopped back on Facebook and was like 11 orders. Like people are going to be, that also gets me excited, is the whole counting down thing. And people are going to vibe off of your vibe. So if you're excited, they're going to be excited. If you're confident, they're going to be confident. But if you're showing up and, you're using a lot of, you just be confident. Okay. So like, don't be like, I think that this is the information, or, I think that this is the price, or, I think this product is great. Like whether you tried the product or not, fake it till you freaking make it. Okay. Like there is so many resources to find information on products. You don't have to have tried the product to promote it or to sell it or to, do all the things. Okay. There's tons of results. There's tons of testimonies, and tons of product information out there. So my biggest tip is HAPS and just showing up every single freaking day, no matter what. Okay. Being excited, being confident. People are going to vibe off of that. And motivation is crap. You're not going to be motivated every single day. You're not going to be motivated most days, actually. In fact, I'm 37 weeks pregnant, and I can say that this is the last thing I wanted to do at 7:00 at night. But here I am, because because I have goals, because I have things that I want to do, right? So it's not about motivation. It's about being disciplined, and it's about your why being big enough to discipline you into, just show up for you. So that's what I got. HAPS and being excited.
Oh my gosh, that was all so gold. I hope everybody just goes back and like rewatches that. Okay, so first of all, casting the vision and talking about, and I'm like trying to be quiet because like everybody's trying to go to sleep, and y'all, like if you don't know what's up right now, like I'm in a freaking studio till we find a house that we want to buy, and so it's just like, Lord help me. But casting the vision and talking about where you're going and what this business is going to do for you is so huge. Like I wanted to take a big fat highlighter and just like, yes, 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 because so often it's like people either feel like they need to lie and talk about like how much money they're making when they haven't yet, right? Or if they're trying to post, you feel like you're fake, or like you're promoting something and you haven't made any money, or you haven't gotten your own results yet, or whatever it is. And so you just feel like this imposter syndrome, right? Drop a 1 in the chat if that's you, or if you've ever felt that way. I know I have, for sure, when I first started my business. And the thing that's so funny is, and I'll tell all of my distributors, is I never ever expect you to lie. I don't expect you to like put on a front about anything. I will never tell you that you need to change. Like you are here for a reason, and every single person needs you. Like not every distributor vibes with me. That's just reality. Not every distributor is going, or customer is going to vibe with you, right? Like, it's unrealistic to think that everybody's going to like you or like what you have to offer. But there are people out there who are begging for our products, you guys, begging for this opportunity, right? Think about where you were before you said yes to this business. Like, why did you say yes? Why do you want to try these products? Why do you want better skin, better hair, whatever it is, lose weight and hit your goal weight, right? We all want, and I always say this too, like, everybody wants to look better, feel better, or make money. And I have a solution for all three, right? So try to think of it that way. And just, I love what she said when she said, to talk about where you're going. Like, what do you want this business to do for you? Why did you join? So you're going to be talking about, if you are eligible for a $10,000 bonus, what is that bonus going to do for you? Like, be loud, shout it from the rooftop. So Kiana, that was so good. And then the other thing that is so hilarious to me, and it just cracks me up because it really goes to show there's no right or wrong way to work this business. And when I tell you guys things, it's just something that's worked for me. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to work for you. You have to find your vibe. You have to figure out what works for you and your business and your team, right? Because we are all different. We learn differently. We think differently, and that's okay. And the more that you watch top leader Zooms and you watch the YouTube videos and all the things, you're going to really find that it's not a one size fits all. Okay. So I want you to really take everything with a grain of salt. Take what you learn here and apply it in your own words. Apply it to however you are, right? But it's funny that I'm bringing this up because she said that she does haps on Facebook. Well, y'all know I don't have a Facebook, right? Like, when Connor Huffman asks you, that's like actually me. I promise it's not my husband being a weirdo. Okay. It's me. I've taken over his Facebook to run our team page, which I love, but I don't work my business on Facebook. Now, I want to also say, because there's so many distributors, this was not by choice. And if you are not utilizing every single platform that you have, you're missing out. You're missing out on money. You're missing out on opportunity. You're missing out on helping people. Okay. Point blank, period. You need to be using Facebook and Instagram. But anyways, my whole point is that obviously I don't have a Facebook, right? Well, I still get Hapset. I still get Hapset on Instagram, and I have a lot of success with them, and TikToks and Reels and all the different things, right? So I want you to just understand that this business is so fluid, and it's not just like, this is what you have to do. This is the only way that you can do this. This is the only message that you can send. Like, it's not like that at all. But we have all of the tools for you to be successful, right? So take what you will from it. Yeah, it's your business. The second that you said yes to this business, you said yes to being a CEO. And now you are that boss bitch, mom, queen, whatever, who owns your own business. Own it, because it is yours. So, okay, I'm going to shut up. And Mackenzie, are you on? Let's see. Yes.
Yeah,
okay. Yay. Go for it.
So sorry, guys. It's almost bedtime for my kid, so he's being, yeah. I'm so sorry. Can you repeat the questions? What do you want me to talk about?
No, don't be sorry. Okay, so you have been like Little Miss Mass DT enroller, and let's know how. Like, share the deets.
Honestly, guys, consistency, patience, and consistency is what it has been. Following up, like, don't be afraid to follow up. People are either gonna buy from you, join you, or they're gonna block you, and whatever they choose is whatever. It doesn't matter. That is that. I've also been like super intentional with my time. Like, you guys, I was looking at my, sorry, he's gonna get in the way. On the iPhone, you can like see your screen time. I was looking at my screen time, you guys, and I went from 15 hours all the way down to 5 hours on average. Be intentional with your time. It makes a huge difference. I don't catch myself scrolling anymore. Honey. Yeah, sit on my lap. I promise it's okay. I'm so sorry, guys. But seriously, trust the process. Everything will work out the way it needs to work out. I'm so sorry. He's not gonna let me do.
Oh my God, no, he's so cute. It's totally fine. Okay, the other thing too that I want you guys to see is like this is for everyone. Like her kid is screaming in the background, mine's trying to go to sleep, you know, like whatever. This can work around your life, like not the other way around. Okay, this is different from a 9 to 5. You don't clock in at 9 and clock out at 5. Like you can work in 15-minute increments. You can do little things here and there. And I put in the chat, but y'all will be so surprised at how much you scroll or how much you're literally just doing nothing income producing and like saying you're working. Like that's not work. You need to be doing income producing activities. And what that looks like is your 6 list, your KPI tracker, right? So Mackenzie, thank you for sharing that. Okay, Clarissa, are you ready?
Yes, sorry. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I guess my tips and tricks, I kind of have a lot. I've like made a list.
Go for it.
Constantly message people. Constantly message people. I probably message like, I don't know, 25, 50 people a day. And out of those 20, you'll at least get 1 or 2 replies. I get left on red so many times, but I get those few that are like, yes, send me that list of your products. I want to see this. I'm interested. I want to know more. Also, change up your scripts. Change up your scripts like every once in a while. You'll find that some of them work way more than others, and some won't work at all. You just have to keep changing them. Don't like consistently send one script, like constantly change them and make them sound like you. Definitely relate to people. So like there were a couple girls that wanted to sign up under me and like as a DT, as a distributor, and they were telling me, they're like, I don't think I have time. And I was like, girl, I don't either. I literally am a cosmetology student. I'm on my feet all day. Like I go to school from 8 to 4 and then I go to work right after until my boss is done, which sometimes is 8 o'clock at night. We never know when we're going to be done at work. And that's what I tell my mom. She's like, when are you going to be home? I'm like, I don't know. And if I even have like 10 minutes, I get on Instagram or Facebook and I message a couple of people and I throw up a post real quick. And like, I tell them that I'm like, I can help you create a schedule. Like I get up at 6:30 in the morning, about 15 minutes before I need to get ready to leave. And I message a few, or I don't message people, but I throw up a few posts and like I set out my day and how I'm going to get things done. And oh, thanks. um, Definitely. And then after you message people, follow up. Absolutely follow up. I literally had a lady who kept leaving me on red, and Kiana can tell you about this. I kept going to her and I was like, what do I do about this woman? She's leaving me on red. She's like, I want the skinny tea or I want the slimming gummies, but then she'd leave me on red and she like wouldn't say anything. After 17 times, I got this lady as my loyal customer. And yeah, I know, I'm so excited. And I was honestly shocked. I was like, I thought I was never going to get this woman, but Kiana was right. I had to keep following up with her. Like just send a little accidental message, you know? And as Kiana was saying about your haps, like when you're going and you're posting about your giveaways and stuff, or like somebody tags you, save those to your favorites in Facebook. Like there's a way that you can save them to your favorites. Do that, because when you do that, it's not only is it easier to get to, but like you'll be able to see that and you'll be able to remember it better. So instead of Facebook not telling you when you have a message on there, you can just be like, oh yeah, I had a hap from so and so. You go to your favorites and you see that people have commented, and then you're able to get more people and reach out to more people. And then this is just something I do, but on Facebook, I mainly like use my Facebook for products. Like I message people about products on Facebook because that's my older women and my older men, and like I message more people on Instagram about becoming distributors because they're younger and they're my age, they're the college girls who don't have money and they need jobs, and of course I offer that on Facebook too, but I offer it more on Instagram than anything because I know that they're broke and I know that they don't have a lot of money and I know that they're on a budget. So, but that's kind of it. If you guys have any questions for me, I mean, of course I'll answer them. So
You are so cute. Oh my God.
oh, thanks.
I seriously am like dying. Y'all, she has already boxed herself for Ruby. Hello, can we just like give her a little congrats in the chat, please? Because that is huge. You're like less than 30 days in the business, aren't you?
I wouldn't say less than 30 days. I think I'm less than 60 days. I think I'm like a month and a half now, but still.
Oh my gosh, like seriously, you're on fire. So don't lose that.
I'm
I
trying not
love
to.
it. You're so amazing. Well, y'all, okay, so many golden nuggets in there, but what I really want to point out and what kills me is that you know your demographic, you know your market, you know who your target audience is, and that's so huge, especially because like you're saying, there's a different generation literally that's on Facebook than those who use Instagram every day. Like it's just the truth. And you guys need to be really specific about the kind of people that you are growing your network with. So obviously HAPS, amazing way to grow your network, right? But when I'm growing my network on Instagram, I choose a specific place. Like when I knew that Connor and I were moving to Texas, I immediately started growing my network in Texas, right? And a lot of you guys are from the Portland area, which is where I was, right? So what? Okay, well, I'm almost done. But point being, know who you're reaching out to and try to build a local team, because when you can meet people for drinks or go get a coffee or whatever, like this is more than just trying to get someone in the business or to get them to buy the products, right? No, you legitimately want to help them reach their goal weight. You legitimately want to help other moms, other dog moms, other ladies in your area make extra money, right? Build an actual relationship with your team. Yes, I love this, especially because, and someone needs to do them in Portland. I can actually talk to Nat about it if you guys want. But we used to do team bondings every single month. It's been kind of weird with COVID. But we would do team bondings and we would literally go get brunch or go on a hike or whatever, and just like build a group of people who has the same mindset as you and wants the same thing in life. And that's just completely irreplaceable. I know, I miss y'all so much. Okay, let's see here. Hold up. Okay. Do you guys have any questions or anything that you have been struggling with? Now is a really good time while you have me to ask any questions, or if you're stuck with something, like don't be embarrassed. We all have struggles in this business, and I will tell you guys, like I'm learning things every single day, even to this date, and I've been in for 3 years, right? So I don't know everything, but I typically have an answer. So if you think of anything, put it in the chat. But otherwise, I just want to say that you guys are crushing it. I'm so excited for our VIP Zoom with Rochelle. So all you need to do is enroll 3 loyal customers and 1 distributor from March 1st through March 15th. Okay, so it is backdated. It doesn't like start today. It's just from now till then. And then you need to have your auto ship set up. If you have those 2 things, you're on this Zoom. She's a presidential diamond. She's all of our upline. And she's absolutely great. So you'll learn a million things from her. I'm trying to think of what else. Make sure that you guys are utilizing the giveaway when you're talking about HAPS. Okay, there's multiple $100 cash prize winners and an Apple Watch. Okay. And what was the other thing that I was going to remind you guys about? Oh, the only other thing that I was going to ask y'all is, what do you guys think of a 2-day push? If you're new and have no freaking clue what that means, basically I would create a Facebook page or event for 2 days. And if you want to be invited, I'm literally going to give you exact scripts on what I'm sending, an exact 6 list of what I'm working on, training videos, self-development, all of the things. Okay, perfect. I think I was thinking about doing it and then doing like a little prize for y'all at the end. So there'll be like, 1 or 2 people or top enrollers or whatever. So we'll get down to the nitty gritty and I'll post something in the team page about it. So just keep an eye on the team page. I'm also going to be blowing up the team page the next couple days with content. I'm sure you guys kind of saw that today and you're like, damn, Lex is popping off in the team page, right? Keep your notifications on. I know that it's like ding, ding every once in a while or whatever, but I promise that I'm not just posting things for shits and giggles. I legitimately want you to read them and I legitimately want you to utilize it. Okay. So whenever you get a chance, even if it's just like at the end of the night, you go onto the chat, you go onto the team page and you just get caught up. Okay. So this was so good. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. And for those of you who shared, it was so good to hear from you guys. And it's just so exciting because, we talk so much about layered leadership and duplication and teaching other people how to do this business. And it's just so cool to watch that actually happening, because I've been in other network marketing companies before, you guys, and you are left to the fish. And I've signed up and never heard from my enroller again. I had no clue what I was doing, spent more money than I ever made, like all of the things. So I want you guys to know that I am here for everyone, whether that be a one-on-one with your team, setting up a Zoom, you want to just do a straight up one-on-one with me, I'll get on a 15-minute Zoom with you and we can talk all the things that you're going through or things that you need help with. If you want scripts, like all that kind of stuff. But I really want to go back to what Kylie said in the beginning and be proactive, y'all. Like if you want this and you're hungry for that paycheck, if you're hungry for what this business is going to do for you, use the resources that you have. eSuite, Connect app, YouTube, the team page. Like literally there's anything and everything that you could ever go through or need on the team page. I have spent endless hours building that for you guys so that any random person could join this team and their enroller quits and you can go on the team page and figure out exactly how to be successful in this business. And if you see something that's missing or something that you would like that's not there, tell me and I'll create something. So I love you guys. I'm so happy that y'all are here. Welcome to the fam and have a good night.